Michelin Wild Am 27.5 by 2.6. I am going to try to install these as fast as possible. I got some time this morning, so I'm gonna make this a priority and try to get as much of it done as I can. I went with Michelin because I loved them so much in my hardtail, and I just love how that setup feels. So I wanted the exact same tires on my full suspension. You know, Maxxis tires are a really good tire, but I think the things I hate about Maxxis tires are, one, installing them. I feel like it's been the most difficult tire to install, and it seems like it's the most difficult to remove. And the second thing is that these tires tend to get warped over time. Like, I've had a Maxxis tire where it would just wobble in the rear, and I thought it was my wheel that was untrued and I was going crazy, but turns out the tires warp over time, and that I don't like. I think it just looks weird, it feels weird. I'm not a fan of it. I want to freshen up these wheels entirely, so I'm gonna put new sealant, obviously. I'm gonna put new rim tape. I am going to put new valves and obviously new tires. So this whole wheel setup is gonna get a complete makeover. That's my old rim strip, believe it or not. It was a bunch of electrical tape. So that electrical tape, believe it or not, has lasted 2 years on this bike. Because when I bought this bike brand new, it didn't come tubeless, so I converted it to tubeless. And at the time, I've always used electrical tape for like my BMX bikes and stuff like that. So I just did the same thing for my mountain bike. And yeah, believe it or not, it worked, and it worked for a long time. I'm going to give the stands another go. I read a lot of you guys' comments, and you guys were basically telling me that I have to like yank this thing or yank this rim strip. So I'm gonna give it another go, and we're gonna see how it plays out. I have high hopes that it's gonna work, but if it doesn't, I got the duct tape as backup. Thing is almost ready to be taped. The moment we have all been waiting for. Man, you do really have to yank this stuff. That's crazy. And it still doesn't come out as good as I want it to. That is so freaking nuts. Alright, so this is my end result. It's not terrible, except this end part. It's a little bad, but it's alright. I overlapped it a good amount to where I think it'll be okay. You guys were 1000% correct. I had to pull this rim tape extremely hard. Yeah, this probably would have been sitting in my toolbox for who knows how long had you guys not commented and told me what I needed to do to install this. I'm gonna take the gamble. We're gonna roll with this rim tape, and we're gonna see how long it lasts us. New valves going in. Giving me hell. Man, not a total disaster. Success. One down, one to go. It's getting late, so I'm gonna save the other tire for tomorrow, but I'm stoked. Everything worked out great. Rim tape is holding up, which is good, so we'll see long term how it plays out. But I'm getting tired, so we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Day 2, one tire left to go. I think we can do it. I'm gonna get a ride in tomorrow morning, so we're gonna power through this, get this bike dialed, and have it ready. Front tire is still good, holding air from the day before, which is nice. So this rear wheel had duct tape, and we're gonna swap it for stance as well. To be honest, I feel like there's a lot of products that can seal your wheels just fine. It might just come down to preference. I feel like as long as you get a good seal on whatever tape you're using, your wheel should be fine. Give this one little. For the most part, the duct tape on this rim came off, but man, there's this little section where it just melted inside, and it's a pain to take out. I guess that's the downside to using duct tape, but it works. There you have it. We got a fresh set of rubber on the full suspension. The wheels didn't need to be trued. They feel pretty tight and they're rolling fairly straight, so I left them as is. This wheel set is dialed. It's gonna hopefully last me many months to come. Dude, one thing I love about these Michelin tires is how easy they are to inflate. Like with the Maxxis tires, I used to always struggle with inflating them and just getting them beaded on the rim. And with these Michelin tires, I'm able to do it with a hand pump, and I'm able to do it with so much ease, which I love. Huge shout out to you guys and everybody in the comments who commented on how to install this Stan's rim tape. To have you guys, you know, so quickly respond and give me that input is super helpful, you know, and I just want to say thank you guys. Granted, it is a little trickier to install this than duct tape, but you also have the duct tape that sticks to the rim after long periods of time. So there's pros and cons to both, but we're gonna see how this Stan's rim tape lasts long term. I'm also very excited because tomorrow, not only am I gonna be able to break in new tires, I am testing out the GoPro Hero 12 with the Max Lens mod, and that's gonna be really exciting because I've been messing with it in the office and playing with the settings, and it just looks so sick. So I can't imagine how cool it's gonna look on video, really. I'm happy I got this done. I've been wanting to take out the full suspension for a while now. Not to say I haven't had fun on the hardtail, but this bike has been missed, to say the least. Thank you guys so much for all your help, all your input, and just tuning in on these videos. I really appreciate it. That's gonna wrap up this little install, and I'll catch you on the next video.